A&F overtime. Kirby Smart is at the podium. Let's check in with him now.
They bowed their neck. They got a, they were a playoff football team, and they stopped the run some and forced us to do different things. But McCray was great today. He was really instrumental. I told him in overtime, I said, guys, let's get this big guy going. And, of course, Nate had the big run, and then he came in and finished it off. He's a great complement to what we have.
Can you speak to the accomplishment of winning 5 times in a row in the stadium and 9 times in a row?
Well, I lost a lot of times in a row as a player, so I mean, it still sticks with me, and I have a lot of memories, good and bad, of playing here. But 5 in a row is a lot. I mean, dating back to Alabama is probably more than that.
Kirby, I know you said that Gunner grew up today, but where do you think this helped him in his confidence, especially in the passing game this time?
I think it was immense for him. He still, I mean, I want to judge him by watching the tape, but there's plays in there that can be made that he's got to settle down and have confidence. The best thing he's got is his legs. And he's got a good arm, but he's got to trust his legs and use them to extend plays, not just run. These guys are fast in our league. He tries to run to the sideline, and he might only get 2 or 3 yards, where if he runs north and south and sticks it up in there, he's going to find some honey holes in that pocket. I think right now, when he steps back, it's hard to pass pro for a quarterback that goes back and does those things. But he's growing up. He's getting better. I'm going to tell you what he did now. There's a lot of information Coach Bobo put on him. Check this, do this. They had a great plan, I felt like, put together, and a lot of it was check system for him. In this crowd noise, he did a really good job of that. The first drive, guys, that was like clockwork.
How did you try to keep the defense's confidence up, when they need to stop in overtime?
Oh, they didn't. That defensive group in there, they ain't losing their confidence. One player may have a little doubt, but that group in there, they think they can stop anybody anytime. That's a fun group to be around. They knew in overtime. They thought they were going to go block the field goal. I mean, they believe, and they're a confident group. Now, we got to play smarter, but look, that's a hard game to prep for. We worked the hell out of our guys to get ready for that game and probably overworked those guys. It came down to things that we didn't not execute. We got beat over top or didn't make a play. And it's frustrating because I thought that we would play better defensively.
What did you tell your team after the missed field goal, trying to compose them going into overtime?
I didn't say anything. I talked about red area defense and talked about what breakdowns we had in the previous drives, and I told Coach Bobo what hey, what works in the red area. Let's focus on what works. We want to do a bunch of hoorah at that point. And I think the biggest thing is we got to play defense first, and we got to stop, which was huge. Put that kicker right back out there after that kick, which he drilled it. And then I thought Mike and the offensive staff came up with an awesome play that we've got. We put a play in that we thought was going to really help us, and it plays off of other plays. And that run they had was a designed scheme run that we got from some NFL teams, and it really helped Nate's run.
Y'all ran for, I think, almost 200 yards. What does that mean to you as a coach after the offseason emphasis on running the ball and stopping the run too, but to see what the offensive line of the run game did?
Well, that's who we are. Like if we're gonna be good this year, we're gonna have to run the ball. We're not gonna drop back 35, 40 times a game with Gunner and be a drop back pass team. We can't play behind in games. We can't do that. We have to be a play action, run, let our quarterback make some design runs, which he did. I mean, and the fact we couldn't stop him defensively.
At the same time, he did stand back there on some dropbacks and hit, and you all did make a point of throwing vertical. Is this kind of confirmation of what you talked about last week about you've seen it in practice?
Well, it was much like that, yeah. And I thought that they didn't play us like those other teams did. They weren't as soft in coverage. They got better rushers. They grabbed us a lot. I thought that the officials ended up calling some holds, but we kept feeling like we're running by them and they're grabbing us, and we weren't getting to hit some of our shots. But I thought the wideouts played extremely hard, played really well, and Gunner made some throws from the pocket. Probably missed some too.
Now, do you think you can see this Tennessee team again later in the season, potentially in Atlanta?
You just never know in this league, right? I mean, the schedules both of us got are just so hard, and who knows what could happen in this league. There's a lot of really good teams in this league. So it's going to be about who can avoid injuries, which they're down some guys. We're down guys. Like we got Ernest couldn't finish the second half, and then we had to go to our third, fourth tackle. I mean, it's just crazy the depth levels that I think are going to be all over college football, but especially the SEC, and then throw 9 games in a couple years. You're really going to have a hard time having enough depth.
You mentioned that about right tackle. Bo came in there kind of, I think, in the fourth quarter, and it seemed like pass protection maybe got a little bit better. I just wanted to see if you had any thoughts on the way Bo played.
Yeah, I didn't know they made the change. Stacy told me in the headphones he thought that Bo was going to play better, and he thought he would finish stronger than Uni. Uni was getting a little bit sloppy and a little bit tired, and I think we're going to have to find a rhythm of playing guys and keep guys. It was hot today. We were worried about conditioning level, and we practiced hard this week. And you got to be careful you don't leave it on the practice field because some of those guys got tired, and I was proud of Bo though.